You're saying you bought this 2016 Buick Encore for $35,000 4 years ago?
Yes, I believe so.
So did
Yes.
you?
Oh,
Hey, how are you? This is Yusuf, the car dealer from TikTok.
oh yes. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Okay. How are you?
I'm doing good. So you have a 2016 Buick Encore. You still owe $15,000 on it. Just broke down. You have a credit score of 525. So I know you sent me a lot. Just tell me what you're going on.
Yeah. So basically, I've had this car for 4 years now, and I still owe 15,000. And it just recently broke down Thursday. I tried to take it back to the dealer and see if I could trade it in. They told me it has too much negative equity. That's how I found out. And then well, no, first I went to my credit union and tried to see if I approved for auto loan, and that's when they told me my credit score was 525. I needed like 640. So I went to the dealership. They told me I had too much negative equity. They couldn't transfer, roll it over to a new loan. And so
So if you still owe $15,000, I'm trying to figure out how you got there. So tell me how you got only 15,000 on a
so
10-year-old car.
right. So basically, what one of the because I went on two separate occasions to the dealership. When I took my car and they traded it in, and basically, I guess I bought it for like $40,000, not knowing what I put myself into. So when I went in,
You bought it for 35, or you bought it for $40,000?
it was around like 35, I think 35,000, I believe, when I initially got the car. And so the salesman when I went this weekend basically told me, well, your car was overpriced and you bought it at the worst time because the prices were increased because it was during the pandemic. So
You roll over negative equity. I feel like that is very overpriced for the vehicle. They're Encore for 35,000. What was your interest rate and how much was your payment?
it was in the night. It was 19.8, or like it was high because my credit score at that time was 579. They told me
And how much was your payment on this?
526 every month.
How many months?
Don't know.
Okay. $526 a month at 19% seems a little bit low. That's why I'm asking. I don't think that adds up. So maybe are you looking at $35,000? What it would be the full finance charge of the vehicle, meaning the purchase price plus the interest is what it would be at the end, or you bought it for $35,000?
I think that was at towards the end.
Right. So what was the purchase price of the vehicle?
It was in the 20s. So, and then after they added all the warranties and before you sign, they give you like the warranty and all that stuff. The price on the car was like 27,000. The sticker that was on the car. And then after I did all the signing, because after I bought it, they were having trouble finding me a lender. So I was driving around in the car for like a month before I got a lender. So they kept having me come back to the dealership to sign different contracts, and that happened for a month. And so they went back they start changing the numbers to get me approved, and I eventually got approved through Santander.
You had a 579 credit score, so it'd be very difficult to get you situated. And the dealership should have had that, finalized before they gave you the vehicle. Bottom line, I mean, look, you have a 525 credit score right now, and you want to get into a new vehicle because the Buick broke down. Do you have any money down?
I will be able to do 1,000, and that's what I told one dealership. But my block is them telling me I can't roll over the negative equity. So I'm just trying to figure out what can I do.
I mean, look, I'm going to be honest with you. This is brutally honest. There's nothing you can do. If you still owe $15,000 on the vehicle, which I just want you to verify that, because again, if you bought it for 27, it's been 4 years at 19% at 574. Just something doesn't add up. I'm not saying you are telling me misinformation. This is why it's important whenever you do buy a vehicle is to really understand what the purchase price is, what the interest rate or finance charge would be, and what the total price would be. That buy here, pay here will be an equivalent to you getting a high interest auto loan with a bank. So, I mean, there's really nothing that you can do. I mean, I know you said one dealer told you let it get repoed. I mean, that's what you should do, especially if the vehicle's broke. Or if you have the 1,000, what's going on with the vehicle? Why is it broke down?
One mechanic told me it was the catalyst, or I don't know the exact word, but
the catalytic converter.
Yeah, and then he said it's under the hood. So he said that the part itself is not that expensive, but it's going to be the labor that's going to be around like $3,000.
So what I would do is there you can buy something called Cat Clean. You can buy it at AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts, or you can even get somebody to clean your cats out for you at way less than that. I mean, $3,000 sounds like he's changing out the actual converters, but there's ways right now you can use that $1,000 down payment and fix your current car and use it until you kind of figure something out. Because even if you could get into a new car, I'm just being honest with you, you shouldn't get into a new car because you're going to affect you in a bad way than a good way. So I would take the $1,000 and just fix the car. If it's just catalytic converters, there's ways to clean it. There's ways to get around it. and wait till you're in a better credit position and a financial position to get a better car at a better interest rate.
What credits, like being in the 640s, would that help me? Or
At a credit union for sure, but to lease, you're going to need at least a 680 credit score. So you're going to have to wait 2 or 3 years to for a lot of these inquiries to fall off, your late payments to like not affect you as much, and you're going to have to continue or start having good financial habits when it comes to your credit to build up to a 680 or 700, and it may take you a couple of years.
okay,
I know it's not news you
okay,
want to hear, but you're gonna repeat, going in the same bad habit. I don't know you, and I know you may be going home to something that I don't understand or whatever your life. I get it, things happen in your life, but just to get into a new car for whoever can say yes is just a bad idea. Just take the 1,000 you have, try to fix the current car you have, and just roll with it until you're in a better credit position.